Good day, everyone. Welcome to another learning session from Training Location. We're the authorized DiSC distributor for Wiley Publishing, as well as a channel partner with the Ken Blanchard Companies. My name is Bill Harshman, and I'll be your presenter today for this informative 13-minute video. Today's session will share a day in the life of an I, or influence, and helping people apply DiSC wherever they are. I've always encouraged learners to maintain a couple important pieces of baseline knowledge. First are the cornerstone principles we've discussed before, so I'll go through them quickly. All DiSC styles are equally valuable. Everyone is a unique blend of all DiSC styles, though you have a predominant style. And your unique style is also influenced by other factors such as life experiences, education, maturity, and so forth. The second is the basic DiSC styles model, and this is what I want you to carry with you in your mind all the time. A person's DiSC style is decided by the intersection of two dimensions of observable behaviors. The first dimension is known as an outward activity level or pace, described as either fast-paced and outspoken or cautious and reflective. The second horizontal dimension is known as your agreeableness quotient, and this is to say those who are less agreeable place a lower priority or concern for cooperation and social harmony. We refer to them as questioning and skeptical. And that's on the left end of the dimension. Those who are more agreeable place a higher priority on cooperation and social harmony. We refer to them as accepting and warm, and you see that on the right end of that horizontal dimension. Here's the key point. It is the interaction between these two continua which forms the four quadrants or basic styles of the DiSC model and by which you identify a person's DiSC style. So let's see how our I style today, whom we'll call Irene, applies this model throughout her day. Irene's first interaction is with a new neighbor moving in, whom she notices upon returning from a trip to the grocery store. Irene hails the neighbor, hello, as she retrieves two bags of groceries from her car. The neighbor, Donna, shifts the moving boxes she is carrying to acknowledge Irene without interrupting her task. Mentions she's almost done moving herself in and can't wait to get started on her first project of taking down a large tree in the front yard. She eagerly tells Irene about her goal to get all the changes done within 3 months. Now, Irene, being a fast paced and outspoken while accepting and warm, is eager to share information about block parties, who lives in which house, ask Donna about her family, and even suggest some move in ideas. Well, Donna, however, is clearly focused on getting a lot done today and with a slightly abbreviated tone, thanks Irene, but suggests another time for the neighborhood orientation. Irene is taken back somewhat with Donna's direct, results oriented style. So, Irene has two choices, at least. Proceed forward with her shock without using her DiSC knowledge, or two, recall the basic DiSC styles model from company training to glean an understanding of who and what she's dealing with in Donna. Wisely, Irene chooses number two and begins to track what she is observing and determines that Donna is more fast-paced and outspoken while also seeming questioning and skeptical, which identifies Donna, as a D or dominant. Now Irene can understand and track to Donna's firm, strong-willed style and forceful behavior. Irene recalls the model which now shows her the following. She and Donna share the faster and more outspoken pace. Where they differ is their agreeableness quotient. Irene, the I, being accepting and warm, versus Donna, the D, being questioning and skeptical. Now, as the I, Irene is motivated by social recognition, group activities, friendly relationships. Her motto, let's have fun. As the D, Dawn is more about having forward momentum and variety. Donna likes to get things out the door quickly. Her motto is do it now. Now, as Irene shares Donna's motivation to action, she admires her drive to keep things moving. However, Donna is probably a little more concerned with tangible outcomes and results and is more driven to implementation. Irene kind of wonders why Donna seems so determined to get things done on her own and so quickly. Irene remembers from the webinar that if she needs to be more effective with a D style, she should consider talking to Donna about how her adventurous ideas will lead to bottom line results. How about take the time to listen to Donna's opinions rather than just trying to persuade her to go along? and let Donna present her case without interruption. How did it work out? Well, Irene checked in with Donna occasionally and offered to lend a hand to break down the empty moving boxes. Donna got done even sooner than she thought, and Irene realized that she'll have plenty of time to be her true I with Donna. Irene simply stretched somewhat to meet Donna the D, on her turf without really giving up any of hers. Introduction's been made. Moving is nearly done. Irene's back on with her day. And does Donna know anything more about this thing called DiSC? No, but it certainly benefited from it. Irene's next interaction is with a fellow manager, Sam, from another company plant with whom she'll be partnering on a new project. They have never met, and Irene is going to host a Zoom meeting set for 1 p.m. today. So Irene was chatting with a coworker in her office about the upcoming holiday weekend when she suddenly realized what time it was. She hurried and was at the computer screen just in time, and Sam was there ready and waiting for the meeting as well. So Irene has chosen to use her DiSC styles to model to see who and what she's dealing with in Sam. Wisely, Irene begins to track what she is observing, that is to say, body language, tone of voice and expression, and word choice too, and determines that Sam is more cautious and reflective while also seeming accepting and warm, which identifies Sam as an S or steady style. Now Irene can better understand and track to Sam's even temperament, accommodating style, and patient behavior. So Irene knows the following. She and Sam differ in their pace. However, they share agreeableness of accepting and warm. So as the Irene, as we already shared, is motivated by social recognition, group activities, and friendly relationships. And her motto is let's have fun. Now the S is about providing support, maintaining stability, sincere appreciation, and encouraging collaboration. The S's motto, let's do it together. Now, to Irene, Sam seems calm, humble, and compliant. And whenever there's a question, Sam is always patient and eager to help. However, Irene is more about taking action, keeping up the enthusiasm, and valuing collaboration. The S approaches change cautiously and avoids rushing into things. However, let's not forget, they do have something in common, the expectation of a successful project implementation for the company. So Irene exercises what I call stretch. The stretch needed to be more effective with an S style and reminds herself to consider the following strategies. Use her upbeat, charismatic approach to get to know Sam as an individual. Show concern for Sam's feelings and encourage him to tell her when something is bothering him. Let Sam know how she shares their interest in working collaboratively. So the Zoom meeting concludes on time and successfully, with Irene having not only a good understanding of Sam's style, but also a good understanding of what he brings to the table as a partner on this project. And does Sam know anything more about this thing called the DiSC? No, but he certainly benefited from it. Irene's last scheduled interaction today is with her brother-in-law, Clark. Now, Irene's known Clark for many years, however, realizes she hasn't approached him through an understanding of DiSC and realized she doesn't know his style. With all those interactions over the years, this should be easy, right? Well, Irene and Clark have agreed to embark on planning Irene's sister's surprise party. Now, Irene is so excited and enthusiastically dives into action with suggestions about different ideas, venues, and guests for the big event. However, based on her DiSC knowledge and two earlier interactions today, she stops, takes a breath, pauses, and chooses to use the DiSC styles model again and glean an understanding of who and what she's dealing with in Clark as the meeting begins. Irene backs up, sets aside the perceptions and biases you accumulate over time, and begins to track what she is and has been observing, and determines that Clark is actually more cautious and reflective while also seeming questioning and skeptical, which identifies him as a C or conscientious style. Now, up until now, Irene had never attempted to understand Clark through the DiSC lens. So now Irene can understand and track to Clark's analytical, precise, and stable behavior, which Irene now appreciates is actually a big benefit in planning such an event. So Irene reminds herself that she and Clark share neither pace nor agreeableness. Irene will have to stretch more than she did previously today. For the I, the C requires the furthest stretching, the same efforts required between the D and the S. Now, the I is about maintaining enthusiasm. We know this, taking action, making progress, and collaborating, and team spirit. And again, the motto is let's have fun. The C, however, is about ensuring accuracy, maintaining stability, and challenging assumptions. And the C or Clark's motto is do it right. Now, to Irene, Clark seems reserved and quiet and seeks opportunities to use his expertise or gain knowledge. Clark's C style tends to focus on facts, and he likes to carefully analyze ideas. Irene, using a more forceful approach, might be considered pushy and almost reckless to Clark. So, how does Irene approach Clark's list of concerns and not just letting her I dominate the meeting? First, talk to Clark about the objective, fact-based aspects of the event. Avoid pressuring Clark for immediate action, and give Clark reasonable time to analyze his options. Now, fortunately, the meeting ends with Clark taking detailed notes on several action items, including outcomes and timelines, and thanked Irene for her care and concern about the importance of the party going perfectly. And does Clark know anything more about this thing called DiSC? No, but like the others in Irene's journey today, he certainly benefited from it. I hope this interview increased your awareness and knowledge and familiarity of the DiSC, whether your needs include engagement, conflict management, team building, or just simply communication. DiSC is a research-based, proven leading training solution that has impacted more than 8 million learners in over 130,000 organizations and through 14 languages in over 70 countries. It provides a quick and intuitive way to understand yourself and others, and it provides immediate and lasting impact on people and the culture of organizations. And as always, the key to effectiveness through DiSC is understanding your and other styles, then using that knowledge for improved interactions. And here's our contact info. And before you go, I want to extend you a resource and a request. I'll be happy to send you a PDF sample of any of the DiSC profiles that you've seen over the months. Or if you'd like to discuss a complimentary live webinar introducing DiSC or one of our profiles to your team or organization, use the email shown, info@traininglocation. And check out our blogs at our website, traininglocation.com. And before you close the screen, we always appreciate your like, your share, or your download. And of course, for continued learning, click subscribe and don't forget to get the notification bell so you don't miss any new content. Thank you very much for joining us and goodbye till next time.